All right. We've got a bunch of insanity to talk about in this video today. We're going to talk about Galactic Legend. What we all were asking for constantly was a fourth type of legendary event. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the HyperDrive bundle and the amount of resources that have gone into this HyperDrive bundle in messaging, more than the road ahead. And what does it mean to you? I have some thoughts that this
Get your tinfoil hats, people.
And then we're also going to talk about Lightside GeoTB, which I know you love and I love. Actually, I don't mind the difficulty for some reason. I think it's like, but the amount of GP that we need to get max stars, with 12 million per person, something crazy. Maybe that has something to do with the HyperDrive bundle. Just saying.
Keep your tinfoil handy, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to use the whole wrapper today.
Okay. Galactic Legend Ray and Galactic Legend and Kylo Ren, and both you and I see an upside to this, right? Would you want to talk about that? Because I actually kind of think this might be a good thing. I mean, other than I don't understand why we need a fourth type, and make it legendary, make it Hero's Journey, make up your mind. We don't need another one. But I don't think they're gonna make these two characters so overpowered that they're gonna make General Anakin Skywalker irrelevant. I mean, what do you think? I'm hoping that we're going to have a balanced meta, or at least that these will be A- teams or A teams, and we're going to give, Malik an A+, and we're going to give the epic coverage. Well, what do you think?
So, I mean, I know Traya, Revan, and Malik bad taste in our mouths. Really, in a bad way. One meta, that was it. That is not the way the game should be. Before that, yet. 4 different teams that were viable at a minimum, probably even more if I had to really be liberal with all this. I think we're kind of slowly getting back to the point. Ever since the release of Malik, things have gotten better progressively in terms of relics too.
I think when Malik came out, it got really tight, but relics kind of loosened things up a little bit in the meta, right?
Padme was helpful, then relics loosened it up. Grievous got a little bit more viable, and then a couple things that kind of happened over time. And now we're at a point where there's like 5 teams that can kind of beat each other.
Yeah.
And I know General Skywalker just came out a month and a half ago. People don't even have it. It might not even be something people can get for quite a long time. You and I are still working on building up the team. I think we're kind of getting to a point where not one team is just going to smash face and dominate. So yeah, General Skywalker might not get a big show like the Revans did, but I think we're getting to a point where you can have a Kylo Ren first order team, a good Resistance team, a good Separatist team, a good Galactic Republic team, a good Knights of the Old Republic team, and they're all going to be somewhat, some will be slightly better than the others, but at least you have a diversity in terms of teams that can actually compete against one another. Who's got a bigger upper hand than the others? It's kind of like ships. You have 3 good fleets now. Yeah, Akbar's not as good, but he can win. He's got to stretch a bit more, and Negotiator Malevolence kind of on the same level.
Right. And so probably I don't think we're going to make a dedicated ship video, but something we talked about before we recorded is like, we're both going to get both of the capital ships. You're going to probably have a 7-star Grievous while I have a 5-star Grievous. And then I probably will have a 7-star Negotiator, and it's like, well, which of these strategies is going to play off better? Very interesting. And I went the 7-star Negotiator route first because I'm hoping to get more points in Grand Arena, maybe have a more productive time in Lightside Geonosis territory battles, which we're going to talk about. But maybe you're going to have a better time with this. We'll see, right? It's going to be very interesting, right?
Wish we had a crystal ball for everything, but I guess we'll have to wait and see when the time gets here.
Okay, and so I was looking at Huck's kit, and I got some messages on Discord saying, looks like Huck's kit might be a soft counter to General Anakin Skywalker, and I'm like, we'll see when we get this. You gave him names: Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and Grandmaster Ray. What are you going to call him?
I have a feeling, with how the new Star Wars movies are going, how super powerful day one holding a lightsaber. I wouldn't be surprised if they say after 2 months of being a Jedi, she's a Grandmaster. I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm just saying I can imagine Disney slapping a Grandmaster Ray title on her and then Supreme Leader Snoke.
Why can't we just call her Jedi Ray?
I don't know. Come on, deep down inside, they're gonna want to have a Grandmaster Ray right now. Screw 50 years of being a Jedi. Grandmaster Ray 2 months into the Jedi training.
Supreme Leader Kylo Ren has a nice ring.
Supreme Leader. He was already Supreme Leader at the end of The Last Jedi, so I can see that being a logical transition.
Yeah, but it looks like he's gonna. I mean, they do have a small spoiler in here. I mean, obviously from the trailers, it looks like he's embracing his mask, and you can see the red on there. It looks like it's glued together or something like that.
It or something like that. Yeah.
So, this is kind of like of course that's good for selling more toys when it's slightly different. I mean, you give C-3PO a different leg color.
Aren't selling, man.
Yeah, give C-3PO a different arm color, so we got a, Kylo Ren mask with the red markings on it is, very different than the one from Force Awakens. You have to have it. It's different.
You gotta have it.
You gotta have it. So, we want to talk about the Geonosis light side territory battles. Nobody liked this. Okay, I just want to put this out there. Reddit was on fire.
When is it?
There's some things that really don't make sense. For me, just first of all, it was broken and it's delayed. 90 people are working on this right now, and what went wrong. It's like, have we had anything launch successfully in this game recently?
The packs?
The packs? Well, they have 89 people working on packs, maybe, and we're going to talk about the HyperDrive bundle, and that's fine. But what a dumpster fire! That's what Warrior called it on Twitter, is a dumpster fire.
And it's rough, like, man, they've talked about this concept for several months, and then they had to delay it because of whatever, and then they release it, and you can't even progress to the next phase properly. A core thing.
Okay, so I want to give them a little bit of credit. Like, you were able to beat on phase 1. You were able to go 4 out of 4 on 2 of the nodes, right?
It was tough.
So that suggests to me that clearly my relic JKR just gets blown up, but that's not going to be the thing with all teams, right? And so I don't think this should be easy day one.
No,
and for you to figure it out on day 1 and do 2 of them at 4 out of 4, give us 6 months. And I don't think, just complaining because things are hard. Now, the GP requirements to get max stars seem over the top. Over the top. And that's not a function of theory crafting or discovering just teams or developing. That is just raw numbers and GP. What is it? You have to pretty much like a 12 million GP. I mean,
if you want to completely perfect it, that's what it is. I mean, I'm sure if you have between 5 million to 10 million GP, we can't even get to 10 million right now. Realistically, you'll be able to snag a couple. You'll be able to snag stars. So, but just perfecting it, the maxing out all the stars, that is going to take you quite a long time, just mathematically and just from a character collection perspective.
Yeah, and I think we're going to have to discover the teams. I mean, obviously, it was a real eye opener seeing my JKR just get blown up.
I don't know about Jedi doing work.
Oh my goodness. And actually I didn't post the video, but I actually did Shock T lead accidentally also. And I went like 2 out of 4 with like a Gear 11 Shock team with like some relic troopers. Like it went pretty far. And then you went 4 for 4. Yours was a fluke though. You barely pulled that out.
That was Relic 7 clones and Relic 5 Shock team. That's with 6 dot mods. Like that was pretty high up there in terms of that's probably one of the better clone teams on the market right now.
So I do want to say I think they're out of their minds with the GP requirements, and I also think they're we only got to see 1.5. We didn't get to see 2, 3, and 4, right?
No.
And if 1 is that hard, which is ridiculous, by the way, I could understand if that was phase 4, but I don't understand 100%. Where are they going to go with this?
Unless they keep it consistent, look like? Unless the difficulty just stays consistent the whole way through. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like there's something really off. Like, I mean, I like a challenge, right? I don't want this to be easy. Like the Acklay, that took a while to figure out, right? Some people figured it out, but it took a minute. This doesn't make any sense to me at all right now. None of it.
Create hard content, sell the solution later. That's exactly how I see it.
Well, and then, I said that on Twitter, and people are like, don't give them any ideas. The solution is that
they already know. They have it all planned out. If you don't think they don't
this
know
is all about mods.
they know what they're going to do.
They're going to sell us purple 6-dot mods.
We've already seen them.
6-dot purple mods that'll double our stats for only $100 a piece. Only $100 a piece, right? Would you pay $100 for a 56 speed mod?
I have never dropped money on mods. I'm not going to spend money on mods. I mean, it's just, I get it. I get buying a character because that's the whole point of the game. I don't play this game for mods. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. Unless they quadruple the speed, and you know how that is. If you don't get the same speed, why are you playing? I don't think they're that dumb to go down that route, especially when they know that speed's a problem in the game.
So let's talk about this HyperDrive bundle, because my experience with Capital Games is that when they post things on the forums, there's always a purpose, and there's some intention or some thing that they're thinking about. And typically when it doesn't make sense, it's because I'm lacking critical information. It's been my experience. This seems very tone deaf, but in the past, when they've posted things, it made sense later. So I have some conspiracy theories about this, which you think is just far-fetched, right?
I think it's a little far-fetched, but let's hear it. Let's hear it again. Maybe it'll change your mind.
Okay, so I think we should just jump into the giveaway, right? Because this is absurd, right?
Okay. Let's just do it now. Get it over with.
Yeah. And actually, I'm soliciting the community's opinion on this HyperDrive bundle, because I don't understand it necessarily. Like, it's like there has to be a purpose. I think there is a purpose, because they're messaging it to us, the veteran players. There's no reason for them to go to the links that they're posting this stuff. It's longer than the road ahead. It's like, if this is for new people, I promise you, are not reading the forums.
Not yet, at least. Sometime down the road, maybe.
Yeah, so why are they messaging getting to be about this, if it's not intended for me? So I really hope you liked this video today, because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person that likes this video, you will be getting for free the opportunity to upgrade your account to level 85. Woo! And then when you get to level 85, you will have the option of enabling an alternate account on your main account, where you can purchase this HyperDrive bundle that merges your GP, so you can get closer to the 12 million GP to finish the GeoTB. And only the alt account's progress will benefit you when you come out with Galaxy of Heroes 2.
Hey, there we go.
They should hire me.
Giveaway of all time.
They should hire me, right?
That's all. Your description's just as long as their forum post.
Oh my God, but I mean, I don't think they're gonna do that. You think I'm out of my mind, but wouldn't it be just like ridiculous?
It would be crazy. I mean, I think they're not gonna do it, mainly because they already say that their surveys show people don't like spending a lot of time in game. That would double their time, triple their time if they had to have a second account. I mean, some people like playing a second account, but I guess for the average player, they don't like things like tournaments because it's just a time sink, and people only like to play the game 30 minutes to an hour a day on average, I guess. I don't know. But
I can't wrap, because the two things I can't wrap my head around now is, why is the GP requirement to max out Lightside GeoTB so high, and why are they even talking about this at length? Like, at length, they're talking about this HyperDrive bundle over and over again.
The core concept's fine. I like the overall core concept, but when they keep going over and over and over again with this stuff, it's like, why are you guys going in so much detail about this? But I get it's probably going to be a fantastic deal, the best deal this game has ever seen, but I don't know if they're ever why are you going so much detail?
And why now? Why now are they like focusing on new player acquisition? I got the feeling they gave up on that. They gave up on new player acquisition, I would say, like 2 years ago. Like, it's like, we have a core player, we're going to make them happy, we're going to keep you guys happy, and now they want to focus on new player acquisition. It's very strange.
I get the timing. Rise of Skywalker is coming. This is another opportunity to really try to get a big audience in, because I remember numerically, just from YouTube subs, after The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens, a big spike in a new audience.
And Mandalorian is no joke. That's the best thing to ever happen to Star Wars. Mandalorian is awesome.
Yeah, I haven't seen any Mandalorian, the hype on the Galaxy of Heroes. Maybe next year, if they bring some stuff, we can see that. So I get the timing.
I ordered Baby Yoda t-shirts.
Look at you, man. You're on top of everything, man. Look at you. I don't know. I'm curious to see if there's a bigger reason behind it. I get it's a cool bundle. I think the core concept is cool, helping mid-game players and early game players and new players expedite the process. I get it, but yeah, I mean, we're probably spending most of this video talking about this bundle now.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, put your conspiracy tinfoil hat theories in the comment section. I'm waiting to read something from somebody that makes sense of all this, or maybe it's just tone deaf that they're posting this all the time. Maybe I don't know.
I mean, besides Q&A where there's some weird tone deaf responses, I mean, usually this stuff makes sense. I don't understand this post. I don't. Yeah,
I don't get it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, head over to Arnold's channel because there's videos. Thanks for watching.
He doesn't have enough time to make a video with me, apparently, so I'm getting gypped today.
You do. We have enough time. We'll do it.
We have time?
We're going to do it right now. Okay.
Videos.
Bye.
Bye.